top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Bears are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now they'll run the draw. Inside the 15. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Boley. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking for space, it's Clark. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Noles want to move quickly. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. On the ground, it's Burns. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Toss to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Makes a grab past the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Line out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the inside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Connection to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And the Bears will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's carry on. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Makes the catch. It's Turner. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Going to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Porter. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option, he just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an... Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Bust through behind his pad. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown Bears! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on fourth and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on fourth down.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Unloads quickly. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Mills. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
He's looking deep. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. It's a draw. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mahan. They've got the screen set up. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
The Bears looking to convert on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Snap it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Using his legs, it's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Looking left. Got a man. It's Ruiz. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's caught inside the 20. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Baylor.
On first down from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's McAfee. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.